Welcome back, guys. Hope you're all doing great. And this is the final part of the full stack music app using the MERN stack. And if you haven't watched the previous part, I already dropped the link in the description box. So please go ahead and watch that all the videos and watch this. So let's see where we are. So in the previous session, we built this add new songs, so the place where we can upload the image and the audio files, and we store all these files in the cloud. So now the exact same thing we are going to do now. So what we need to do is, let's have a look at it. So if you go here, dashboard and songs, add new songs. Over here you can see we have this, we completed this session, and now we need to complete this section where the place where we can upload the artist informations. So let's go ahead and do that stuff now. Okay, so over here so this is the complete file where you can see in the dashboard new songs. So please open the dashboard new songs. Inside the dashboard new songs, we uploaded the audio file over here, and as the same way, this is the file uploader component, which is going to upload any kind of file. It is an image or audio, it depends on what kind of prop you're sending. All right, so what exactly, where is the place over here? Okay, this is the audio uploading. Okay, so this is the division, is the place where we are uploading the audio, and right after that we're having a send button which is sending this. Okay, so right after here, now what we need to do is, this is the division. So right after here we need to say like image uploader for artist. We are going to upload the artist image cover. So instead of repeating the same stuff, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to create the states first. If I scroll to the top, right over here, right after this place, this is the place where we are going to create the states for the artist images. So use state snippet. I'm going to say artist image cover. I'm just going to say initially at is a null, and right after that I'm going to get an uploading progress also. We need the uploading progress, so use state snippet artist uploading progress. So I'm just going to say as 0, and right after that use state snippet is artist uploading. That's going to be the false. So these are the states which is necessary for us, and let's scroll down, and right after here we have to create for our album also. So let's create that one initially. So use state snippet. I'm just going to say album image cover. So that's going to be null, and after that use state snippet, and that's going to be album uploading progress, and that is going to be 0, and right after that use state snippet, not this one, use state snippet, and is album uploading, and that's going to be the false value. Okay, so now we do have all the necessary states which is needed for the artist and the album, and of course this is just for the file uploading. So we need to get the artist name and the what are the informations we need to get? Artist name and its social media ID also. So we need to get that two informations over here. So right after this artist, I'm just going to say use state snippet. I'm just going to say artist name. That's going to be for the time being, it's going to be an empty. So let's go ahead and go to our server file, and let's see what we have in our server file. in the server. This is the artist, and what is the object we created for the name, just a name. Okay, so these are the name, image, URL in Twitter and Instagram. Okay, let's create that one. And okay, artist name, it's fine. So use state snippet. I'm just going to say Twitter, and that is also going to be null. And then use state snippet, and that is Instagram, that's also going to be null. Okay, fine. So everything is good over here. Let's save the changes. And of course, after this image, okay, we do have all these three, and for album we need the album name. So use state snippet, we are just going to say album name. Fine. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go to the bottom. Let me minimize some of these things. So input, we are done, and this is the filtering, that's done, and this is the image uploading coding. We need this. So basically what we are uploading over here, the image uploading for our this. So let me copy this code and I'll just change the informations. So copy this, and let me minimize this division and audio file division, and of course this is for our that send button. So right after here only, the place what we are going to do, we are going to bring our that one more image uploading option, but this time this is not going to be is image uploading. This time is going to be is artist uploading, then artist uploading progress, and here is artist uploading, and this is going to be song image cover. That means artist image cover, and update state, this is going to be set song image cover, means set artist image cover, set artist uploading progress, set is artist uploading. Of course this is going to be an image, so it's going to be true, and over here we are going to get that artist image cover. So artist image cover, and if you want to delete it also, I'm just going to send the artist image cover. So if you save the changes, save it, and now you can see that we have the one option, we have the click to upload an image. Okay, so right below here, before this, what we can do is we can give an just I forgot to add it over here, like what it's we are uploading, artist or album or something, so I need to indicate that one. So I'm just going to add one paragraph tag, and let's say artist details, say the changes, so that will be displayed over here, artist details. And then I can say that class name, I can say text Excel, and font semi-bold, and text heading color, save changes. So that will display like artist details. So now the user knows what details he is filling. Well, user means like we know what detail we are filling up. And right after here we need to bring that input just like the same way what we are having over here. So instead of writing the same code again, I'm just going to copy this, copy, scroll down, and right after the division, this is the one where we are adding the name. Let's say artist name. This is the artist name that we are going to add. All right, so then what we can do is I'm just going to paste it, but this time this is not going to be the song name, this is going to be artist name. Save the changes and type your instead of this, and just say artist name, save the changes. Fine. If you scroll down, now we can see the artist name over here. Just like the same way, we do have to bring the Twitter. Let's bring that, and we can give the Twitter. But what you can see over here is, we can see, just start typing. You can see it's simply showing www.twitter.com, and it's showing that name over there. So if you want to build in that way, what we have to do is we have to create a division, and inside the division you have to keep a label, and after that you have to keep that the ID. The user just need to type only his ID, not the entire URL. So what you have to do is, let me hide this one. Okay, so we don't need this. I'm just going to create a division over here, division, and just a moment, let me open that one and then I'll show you. All right, so let's make this class name as a flex. Okay, and then just a moment. Okay, so what we can do is, this is going to be flex, of course, and here, and we are going to say items. Everything should be in the center, and the rounded MD, and the shadow SM, and of course we need the border, and the border color is going to be gray 300 something, and the width should always be full. That's the thing. So save the changes. So these are the things. Now you can see we do have something over here, and then now inside this, what I need to do is, I'm going to bring a paragraph tag, and I'm just going to say www.twitter.com/. After this only we need to display that. So class name, it's going to be text base. That is going to be the text base, and as well as I'm just going to say font semi-bold and text gray color. That is going to be 400. Save the changes. So that will display that value what we needed, and of course I don't need this much. Even I don't need the shadow also. Remove the shadow, and I need the padding, so I'm just going to say padding 3. Save the changes. So that will give us the nice padding level over there. That's pretty much good now. So right after this paragraph tag, we need to bring our input element. Okay, so that's pretty much the same. So let's write it. Input type is, of course, it's going to be the text only, and the placeholder is going to be, I'm just going to say your Twitter ID, that's it. And right after here, I'm just going to say I'm going to bring the class name. Okay, and let me break it so that you can see it completely. So class name, it's going to be width, of course it's going to take the complete width, and text, it's going to be the base text, and font semi-bold, and the text color is going to be text color. All right, and we don't need any outline because we don't want to display, and the BG, of course it's going to be the transparent BG. So save the changes. Now you can see we do have the Twitter ID, and once the users start typing, it will start exactly as the way it's supposed to be. Okay, and now what we need to do is, right after this line, I need to add the values. So value is going to be Twitter. Okay, we do have that value, like, right? Twitter object, and on change, whenever the change is happening, I'm going to call a callback function and with an event, and we are going to get set Twitter is going to be e.target.value. Let's make sure artist name is also fine. Value, artist name, okay, everything is fine. So this is the input tag for Twitter, and let's copy this now and right after here, and that is going to be for same as for our Instagram too. And then paste the changes over here. This time it's going to be Instagram, and over here this is going to be Instagram, and this is also going to be set Instagram. So please make sure that you are changing every single thing properly, otherwise it will affect your data which you are going to store in the MongoDB. Okay, so this is going to be your Instagram ID. Save the changes, and the one and only thing is remaining is our save the button. Where is that button? Button. I think this is that button. So let me copy this button from, this is that button section, I think so. Yeah, I'll copy this button, copy, save the changes, and right after this in division over here, I'm just going to paste it. This time this is not going to be is image uploading or is audio uploading. This is going to be is artist is uploading. That's it, nothing else we needed. And the remaining I'm just going to delete it. If this artist is uploading, I'm just going to display the disable button. Otherwise I'm going to display our normal button where I'm going to say save artist. Okay, that's it. And then now what we need to do is on click event we are calling the save song function, but this time instead of save song function we are going to display save artist. Okay, so save new or not this one, save artist is a method we are going to use. So where we can do is, just a moment. All right, so let's go ahead and create that method. Let me copy this and scroll up, and this is the save song. So scroll all the way to down over here, and const save artist is equals is an arrow 6 function. Open it, and inside here now how we written. So this is the way we save the artist and everything. Okay, fine and fine. All right, so here now what we need to do is I just need to check the same way. If what only if we need to throw an alert, because we don't have an alert message is nothing, we have to do that stuff. And what we need to do is I'm just going to say over here, if not is artist, if not artist image cover or artist name or not artist name or not Twitter or not Instagram. Okay, these are all the compulsory fields. That's the, you need to keep them over there. If anything is not there, we need to throw an alert message over here. Otherwise we need to go ahead and we need to start saving the informations. So first what we need to do, we need to say this loading as a true. We need to enable the loading. So set artist, set is artist up, so not set, yeah, set is artist uploading as a true. Okay, so that means once it becomes true, that will start that options over here. All right, so save the changes and let's see how it's looking. So we have the button and everything. So let's make sure the artist uploading is working fine or not. I need to make sure. So let me open my Firebase. Okay, I'll open my Firebase in this window. Firebase. Okay, so let me open my console. Let's open the project. Over here, I think this is the one, project music app, and build storage, and we have the images section. Under the images sections, we have few images over here, right? Let's go here and let's click this. So it's opening, and of course I don't have any images, I think so. So let me upload any images for the time being. Okay, let me upload my own image itself. Open. So it's loading and it's uploading also. It's perfectly fine. And images also is displaying over here. Cool. Now if let's go ahead and check whether it is there or not. Images. And this is the image. Look at that, we do have that image, so it's uploaded perfectly. And let's make sure whether it is deleting also. So if you click this, so far we didn't have anything over here. We didn't set the user null or anything, but I think the delete object will work perfectly also. It's loading, and look at that, that image is deleted. The functionality is working, but we haven't uploaded the state or anything else. That's the reason it's not showing anything over there. Cool, right? So delete, everything is working fine. Then what we need to do is, only thing is just to have to collect the informations, and we have to save all those informations in our database. So set artist uploading true, and right after that we need to get the data. So where is my data? Artist, this is my data. So let me copy this from here, copy it, and I'm going to say const data as an object. I'm going to paste it, and okay, so here instead of these informations, hold your alt key or options key in your Mac and then click. It will open the multi-cursor editor. Then what we can do is delete it. Okay, so first I'm going to bring the artist name, so which is in our state, that is the artist name. And over here I'm just going to say artist image cover, and here I'm just going to say Twitter, and here I'm just going to say Instagram. So that will brings all the necessary informations for our data. And of course, so let me close everything except this one, close others. So then let me open the index API over here, and here we do have the save new song, save. Okay, we need to write save new artist also. Just like the same way, we need to have write one more function to save the artist. So what we need to do is, I already imported that one, so let me copy that name, save new artist, copy, and go here. Let's create this one. So export const save new artist is equals, that is going to be the asynchronous method, and we need to pass the data into it, and that is going to call a callback function. Then I'm going to say the try and catch. Instead of that, I'm just going to copy this completely and I'm going to paste it over here. Instead of songs save, what we need to send, let me open the routes again, artist. This time you have to send the save, copy, and that is going to be save fine only. And what is the, where is the model app.js? If anything that is coming through artist, this is important. If anything that's coming through API slash artist slash save, we are going to get the data and we are going to separate it, spread it, and we are going to get that, return that object. Once the data is saved successfully, we need to return that object. So where is it? The artist over here. So what object I'm returning? I'm returning the returned object is going to be saved artist. So I'm just going to get that saved artist informations. All right, so we are going to get that saved artist informations. So save the changes, and right over here, let's come back here. And where is the place? This is the place we are getting the data. All right, so then what we need to do, we need to do exactly the same way over here. So I'm just going to say, instead of doing that, I can just simply copy and paste it, and we can alter it, because you don't need to write every single line of code again and again. But while copying and pasting also, you should be very careful, because if you're making any mistake, that will create a serious problem. So save new songs, that is going to be save new artist. We are passing the data to it, we are getting the response, of course, fine. And this time I'm not going to get the all songs, I'm going to get all artist. And after that, I'm going to set all artist, and I'm going to say all artist, and this is going to be not songs, this is going to be artists. Where is the, I think I already get this. Wait, let's copy this function. We already returned it somewhere. Let's search this, get all artists, export over here. Here it is, we already returned it. So this is the data we are going to get that. So let me copy this. This is the place it's in. So let me copy this, because we don't want to make any mistakes, right? Copy this, go here and paste it where it is ending, over here. So let's paste it over here, paste it, fine. So not dispatch, what's the method? Okay, that's the dispatch. Okay, that's a spelling mistake I had, fine. So now this will save the informations to our constant, so container and everything. And right, once this information is saved, now what I need to do is I need to stop the loading, and as well as I need to change that. So set artist set is artist uploading, that is going to be false, and I'm going to say set artist image cover is going to be null. Save the changes. So once it's done, I think everything is now fine. So let me open my MongoDB 2 over here. So MongoDB, and once we are saving the artist informations, we need to check whether it is properly saved or not. So let's click new, and let me sign in by using my Gmail. This is the one I'm using. Come on. Okay, it's loaded up. Still loading. And let's go to the browse collection options. Fine. And we click the artist over here. Okay, so currently we do have two artist informations over here. Let's go ahead and try to save this information. Click here to upload the, click here and choose an image. So let me choose this any image for the time being, open it. So that's uploading that image, and let's give some artist name, let's say John Smith. Okay, artist name is not changing. I can't type anything in the artist name. Why? Why? See, even when I'm typing, it's not displaying anything. Maybe because of that input name over here. See the mistake, set artist name, save changes, and now I can type that information. So John Smith. Here I can say John. Here I can say John. Okay, so now once I click save, what are the things it's supposed to be happen? Set artist name should be null, and as well as the set Twitter also needs to be null, and as well as set Instagram, that's also should be null. Fine, let's hit the save button, hit it, save artists. Nothing is happening actually. Why is it saving the informations? No, nothing has happened. When I click this, it is supposed to trigger the save artist. I think it's a time to open the control panel. We are getting the file. What's the mistake we made? So let me console log it over here, whether it is triggering or not. If it is triggering, of course it will come, it will work fine. I think this is not triggering properly, so let's console log it. Console.log saving artist. All right, so let's check it out. Let's clear them out, hit the save button. Okay, it's coming up. I think over here we are making a mistake, I think so. So let me print all those things. Artist, image cover, artist name, and Twitter, Instagram. Save the changes. Let me hide all these. Okay, let's keep it. Clear it, save the changes. We are getting it. Everything is here. We're having that image and we're having that URL, but nothing is not inserting. We are getting every single information we needed. But why this is not working? If not, it should comes inside. Of course we are having the true over here, so is artist uploading will become, this one will become true. Let me delete this, refresh it. God, what's the problem? Come on, let's see whether that image is being uploaded, because I deleted. Of course it will not be here. Yeah, it's not here. So the situation might be save new artist data, everything we are sending perfectly fine. Everything is fine right now, but I don't know why it's not. Is artist uploading only? True, false. Data, we are getting the data. And Twitter, we have to save the Twitter information as. Let's open the dynamic string and www.twitter.com/ over here. I need to open the Here I need to paste the Twitter informations. We have to do the same thing for here also. www.instagram.com/dollar paste the change. This is how we need to save the informations. Fine. Now when I click this, something is not adding up. I don't know why. We are having all the informations, so this is printing up. Let's check the components. Context provider, value, all artists. No, we do have only 2 artists over there. Still it's not saved. And console.log something inside. Okay, let's see. It's not coming inside the else block. I'm not wonder. Console.log right there. Save the changes, and let's make sure whether it is coming inside this time or not. See, it's going inside the else block. We are getting all the informations, right? We are getting the image cover URL, we are getting the artist name, and we are getting the Twitter, and also we are getting the John. Oh God. Only because of this extra exclamatory symbol, I think so. That's because of that. Now I hope it will work. We save the artist informations. Of course it's saved. See, artist, now it's having 3 informations. This is the artist information is saved, but we are getting one error. What is that error? A component is changing control the input to be an okay. We are trying to set this to null value. This is not going to be a null value. This is going to be a string value. That's the reason it's showing like that. All right. So everything is working fine. Let's try one more time. Okay. So click here. I'm going to use my own image with tree, and I'm going to type my own name with tree Ravi, and I'm going to say with tree, and I'm going to say tree itself. Now when I click save, everything is changed. That image is, it's been uploaded, and of course I forgot to change my name also. So set artist name as an empty string. Save the changes. So that will save that information. Let's go back here, check the images. You should have 2 different images now. All right, we have the 2 images. And of course in the MongoDB database you should have your artist data. So we do have that 4 different artist informations. To make sure we can find that information over here itself, if we expand the artist, now we can see the John Smith character which we created and my name over here. So artist, it's added perfectly, and it's uploaded to our context provider too, and we can see that data is being updated everywhere. All right, so we successfully saved the artist information. So just like the same way we have to do for our album. Or just one more thing, album image cover, album uploading progress, is album uploading, album name. So make sure everything is fine. So scroll down now. All right, scroll down, and this is the place where we are uploading all the informations. So let me copy this line, these 2 lines first. Copy these 2 lines, copy it, scroll up a little bit. This is the place where we are saving the, and here this is going to be album informations, something like that, and paste the changes, paste it, and instead of artist details, that is going to be album details. Not is artist uploading, this is going to be is album uploading, not album uploading progress, is album uploading, and not artist image cover, that is going to be album image cover, set album image cover, set album uploading progress, set is album uploading, of course it's going to be image, and here this is not going to be artist image cover, that is going to be album image cover, and this is going to be album image cover, right? And I hope I changed everywhere perfectly. And let's go ahead and copy the input tag for our artist name, just like the same way we have to do for our album name. So right after this division, this is going to be the album name. Paste the changes, and that is going to be album name, and this is going to be set album name. Fine. So now we need to bring that button. So let's copy this thing from here, copy it, and right after this input element over here, this is going to be save album. Paste it. Not artist uploading, is album uploading. And then here we are going to say save album. The function is not yet created, and this is going to be save album. All right, so let's go ahead and create this function. So copy this method is not yet created, so it will throw an issue. So let's go ahead and create that method, then you can start writing that functions. This method is going to finish over here. So const save album is equals a callback function, and opening it. So I'm just going to say if let's delete those console logs, we don't need, otherwise I will forget it. Delete this console log here, delete it here. Fine. So here I'm just going to say if not album song album image cover are not album name, then we need to bring the alert message, otherwise we have to trigger that method. So before that, I need to go to the index.js. I need to create the save album. Save, I think that method, where is that? Save new album. This is the name. So because I copy paste that import statement, without the function even I created, so that's the reason I'm copying it from that. Async, we are going to pass the data into it, and we are going to get it. And let me copy this data from here, copy it, and I paste it over. So let me go here and open the albums. We need to open the albums, and of course we need to open the app.js. So let's open the both files, and albums over here. Where is the save? This is the one, save. There is no changes in that, and this is the one, copy it. And then here, not here, so here albums, this is the URL. Anything which is coming through that URL, albums/save, I'm going to send the data, and in return I'm going to get saved album. Copy the saved album, and I'm going to paste that saved album over here. So save album is completed, index is completed. Now I think I need to copy this data from here, copy it, and let's go to the, close this, I don't need it. Let me scroll down, save artist. This is the place where we are saving the artist, and here I need to say set is album uploading to true. We are going to set it true, and we are going to say const data is equals, paste it, and hold your alt key or option key. Okay, delete it, and then here I'm just going to say album name, and here I'm just going to say album image cover. We are updating that state value. So then what we need to do is we need to call this save new, just like the same way. So I'm just going to say save new album. I'm going to pass the data, send it, and that is going to be a promise, return a promise. Okay, and from that, if you need anything, like for instance, if you need the response or anything, you can get the response. I'm not going to get any response. I'm just going to copy callback function, open it, and here we need to get the albums. So somewhere we did the get album also. So get all albums, this is the method. So I'm just going to copy this from here, copy it, go here, paste it, and that is going to be this path, because in this I imported it wrongly, so I don't want to mess it up. And then set all albums, data, all albums, everything is going to be fine. Once it's saved successfully, so right after here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say set is album uploading, that is going to be the false, and I'm going to say set album image cover, that is going to be null, and set album name, I'm going to be keep it as a string. Okay, cool. So now let's try again, try to save a new album over here. Click it, that's opening, so choose it, open it. So that's uploading the image. Once it's uploaded, we have to make sure whether that image is being uploaded or not. So I think it's a very big image. Yep, it's a very big image. And let's go here, images. Yep, something has been uploaded. It's taking, yeah, it's uploaded. So image is being uploaded. Now if I click delete, it should work fine, because we haven't uploaded the URL, the state, the states for delete object. We need to do that. Now it's successfully deleted. Now if I click this, that object will not be there. See, it is deleted. Okay, so it's working fine. So let's go ahead and fix that delete object. Where is the delete object function? We returned it somewhere over here. Yes, here. So if it is an image, whenever it is, I just need to check, change the state of set is album uploading to true, and set is artist uploading to true. And I need to copy these two things. Once the object is successfully deleted, I need to change those things to false, false, and just as the same way, I need to set album image cover as a null, and set artist image cover as a null. So that is one problem over here. For instance, what's the problem is, if you are just selecting all the images but you haven't clicked save, and you are just selected all the artist details, but if you click save artist, and that will remove the image which is uploaded for this particular file option also, because this delete object is common for everything. So whenever you are uploading the album, you should save the album. Whenever you're uploading a song, you have to save the song instantly, then only you should go for album one by one. That's why I be given the 3 different buttons. If you want to maintain it in all those ways, then you have to repeat the same delete object for 3 different, for songs separately, artists separately, album separately. So I don't want to do that. That's the reason I just keep it everything in a same function itself, because anyway this is an admin panel, no one is going to see it. So I think this is fine over here. So let's check that. Click upload here, choose an image, Okay, I'll choose this, open it, and here we can say album, let's say Havana. Fine, the image name. Okay, so it's uploading now, and still the button is working fine, it's working good. All right, the image is uploaded. Now if I click save artist, I think it's saved. Close back, go here and go to the albums, and yes, of course it's saved over here. Look at that, it's saved perfectly. And if you want to make sure, if you just click here, you can see that image which has been uploaded. So now the one and only stuff which is not added up over here is that is our alert messages. We have to fix our alert messages. So let's go ahead and create the alert messages. We have to create the alert message component. So let's go ahead and create the alert message component. Scroll back here and let's create a new component called alert.jsx and RAFCE. Save changes, and let me open the index.c, and I'm just going to copy this and I'm pasting it. This is going to be alert, and I'm going to copy this, going to paste it over here. Save the changes. We don't need this anymore. Close it. Okay. So what I need to do is I just need to keep the alert message in a globally. So if you want to keep it in a global way, the only way is to keep it in a context provider. Okay, so what we can do is, where is the we need to use this alert message when the user logged in successfully, log out successfully, all those places. So what we can do is, so we have to keep it somewhere where we can access it globally. So we can say, let's minimize this, app.js. This is the place where our login is loading in home. So let's keep it in the home container. Let's keep it in the home container. In the home, I think I don't need to keep anything in the home. I'll just keep it in the dashboard itself. Fine, I'll keep it in the dashboard. All right, so let me minimize these stuffs. This one, okay, these are routes. Let me minimize the routes. So this is the division. So right after here, I'm going to bring that alert. Say the changes. Okay, so of course alert is going to be displayed somewhere over here. See, it's displaying. But what I need to do is I'm just going to change. I'm inside, we can change it. So let's see what are the key properties we can take for alert. So I need to print. I don't want to send a message or anything by the time when the user of, let's say, if there is any issue, it shows a warning. If it is saved successfully, it will be saved successfully. So we need to display the messages: data saved, data deleted, image uploaded, audio uploaded, something like that, messages. So to do that, what are the properties we need to say is, I'm going to say type. What kind of type? That is a property. That's a key prop. What kind of type it's going to be? Let's, for the time being, let's keep it empty. Okay, and using the type, I'm just going to print that message over there. Okay, that's all I just need to do. So go to the context provider, initial state, and we can say alert type. Initially the alert type is going to be null. Say the changes, and let's bring the producer, scroll up, and right over here, let's say set alert type. It's going to be set alert type. All right, so then scroll down to the end. Right after this one, copy this and paste it. I'm just going to say set alert type, and then we just need this name. Copy this and paste it over here. We're just going to keep all the state as it is except this alert state, alert type. Save the changes. Fine. Okay, so now if you have a look at this, components over here which we created, context provider, value, scroll down, you have that alert type as a null, because so far nothing alert, not even a single alert has been triggered. Okay, so let's go ahead and create the alert message. So I don't need this, I don't need this for right now. I don't need this at all. All right, so let's go to the alert, and here that's taking a property called type, what kind of type it is. Okay, so what kind of type it is that alert message. What kind of type it is? All right, so here then what we need to do is, I'm just going to say class name, and we can say that is as a fixed position, that is going to be the fixed position. Where it is, we can't see it, it is somewhere hiding over here. So fixed position, and that is going to be top. From the top I'm just going to say 12, and from the right I'm just going to say 12. Save the changes. Now we can see that alert is displaying over here, right? So I'm just going to say it as width. I'm going to say width, not width, padding, let's say 4 padding, and rounded empty, and backdrop blur medium. So that will drop the blur in a medium, and of course it's going to be flex, item center, justified center. Save the changes. Okay, so let me word wrap it. Right, so now we can see that alert message, and of course we need to bring some shadow empty. Save the changes. Now you can see that shadow over there. All right, so now what we can do is we can verify it, we can check it, we can check whether the type is success, whether the type is warning, whether the type is info, something like that. So we can check the type. If the type is equals to success, if the type is equals to success, then what we can do is, if the size is equals to success, then I'm going to render this. Okay, inside this I'm just going to we can say let's open the React icons. We need an icon, so React icons, open it. Over here we can search for emojis, not emoji, emojis. So we need the smile icon. Where is the smile one? I think this is nice, so let's use this. What is this? BS, bootstrap. Okay, so here I'm just going to say import from React icons /bs, and the icon what I'm going to use is this one, BS emoji wink. So here I'm just going to say I'm going to bring that icon, right? And after this I'm going to bring a paragraph. We can say data saved. So we need to wrap this thing into a React fragment, or we can say a division. division. I paste it, and this is going to be class name flex item center, justify center, gap between it's going to be 4. Save the changes. So currently the type is not a success one. That's the reason it's not showing anything. So if I change this to types is success, so that will be looks like that. So instead of looking in that way, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save this changes class name. It's going to be we can say as wait a second. So here I'm just going to change this to a dynamic string, and if you are using this as a dynamic string, then this is, of course, it's need to be wrapped inside this one. All right, so here I'm going to check the here I'm going to check for the type. If dollar type is going to be equals to success, then we need to print bg green 300. Save the changes. So if it is equal to that, that will be displayed like this. All right, so we can save this, change this to text 3xl, text 3xl, save the changes, so that will looks like that. And we can keep the same color, or we can keep the primary color. I think we need to keep a darker color over here. Save the changes. Oops, that's too dark. I think 500 is enough. Then I'm just going to say class name. We can say it as text excel, font semi bold. Save the changes, and text primary. Save the changes. All right, so if it is not that, then if the type, okay, and I'm going to check one more one. If the type is equals to danger, then I'm just going to say bg red 500, not emerald. bg red 500. Save the changes. So now if you change this to danger, you change this to danger, that should change the color. But of course, we don't have anything over here. So copy this and paste it. This time this is going to be danger. If it is danger, then you can say something went wrong. Please try again later. And instead of this padding over here, px4, and we can say py2. Save the changes. So that will give this message. Save changes like this. And the shadow, it's not fine, so we can add shadow x. Save changes, so that will add the shadow over there. All right, cool. Otherwise what we can do is, instead of bg, we can just change the text. Instead of bg, let's see how it looks. Let's see. Instead of this red 500, is it looking fine? No, we'll keep it as we'll keep it in that way itself. That's not looking okay. This is like, it's okay, this is fine. So that's giving us a nice alert message over there. So far what we done, we finished with the success, and of course we finished with the danger. So I think this two type is enough for us for a time being now. Later you can design warning or anything else. Okay, so how this alert message is going to pop in, that's the important thing. So I'm just going to say import motion. Okay, so over here and over here, that is going to be wrapped inside the motion division. And then for this, what we are going to do, we are going to create an animation. In the initial stage, it's going to be we can say translate x is equals 50. That means from there, then 50 or 100, you can say even 100 itself, 100, and opacity it's going to be 0. All right, and animation, animate it to translate x equals 0, comma opacity to 1. Save the changes. So it's coming from the right side. See, whenever I refresh it, see, it's coming from left to right. If you want to move it further inside, you can say 200. That's also fine. Okay, so that will come from that edge also. And I'm just going to say on exit, we can say while exiting, that should use the exact same animation over here, what we returned over here. Okay, so let's open the utils function and fine. All right, cool. So over here, this is perfectly fine. And the key is going to be key, because every animation should be run in a unique way. And the key I'm just going to give is the type. The type is going to be the key. Okay, and this alert message should not be displayed every single time. This needs to be displayed only if there is an alert. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to copy this use state value. Where is that use state? Over here, not this much. Let me copy it and go to the dashboard, and right after here I'm going to paste it, but not all these informations. We just need only the information which is regarding the alert type. Copy this alert type, paste it over here, save the changes, Control Shift P, and format the code. All right, so use state value is not defined. Of course it is not defined. Define it, save the changes. Now it's fine. And this alert message should not be displayed every single time. Only if there is an alert type, then this is need to be rendered. Otherwise it is not supposed to be rendered over there. All right, so let's go to the dashboard new songs, and right after here I need to bring that alert type also. So what is it? Let's bring this alert type, save it. Okay, so now what I need to do is, whenever I'm deleting an object, I just need to bring that alert message. So over here, I need to bring, this is the place where it's triggering. So here, I'm just going to say dispatch. We need to dispatch an action. So open it, and then type, it's going to be what kind of type it is. Action type dot set alert type, comma, and that is going to be your alert type colon, that's data, sorry, that is going to be your alert type. What is the alert type? Alert type is going to be the success. Okay, that's the string. So let me copy this, and once it's done, we need to trigger that as a danger. Okay, and after the certain interval that needs to be pushed properly, it needs to be pushed outside. So right over here, I'm just going to say set interval. Okay, here I'm just going to say after 3 seconds, after 3 seconds, after 3 seconds or 4 seconds, after 4 seconds, that needs to be popped out automatically. I'm just going to say it as a null. Okay, because once it's triggered, it's need to move out automatically. That's the reason. Save the changes, copy these things, copy, save it, and whenever here, I'm just going to paste it, danger. And once the song is saved successfully, I'm going to paste it over here and dispatch it, and over, this is going to be a success one. If the song saved successfully, it's need to trigger, and the danger one. So let's check it whether it's working fine or not. So all right, save artist. All right, so right after save artist, that is going to be danger, and once it's successfully saved, that is going to be success. And while saving here, if it is there is any error, that is going to be the danger, otherwise it is going to be the success one. And then, and we do have the file uploader. Where is the file uploader? Over here. This is the file uploader. Once you got the download URL, we need to display that one. Display that is as a success. If there is any error, we need to display as danger. Fine, cool. File uploader, it's fine, and disable button. Save the changes. Now let's have a look at it. What happened? Line number 589. Over here, what is the name I'm using then? Okay, so here I haven't used it, so only the mistake I figured it out is this is not there. So copy it inside the file uploader over here, right after here. We don't need all these things. Delete it. Now the error is $590. Oops. Not inside the file loader. That is file loader. It is supposed to be inside over here. Say the changes. So Control Shift P, format the document. Save the changes. And now if you click here to upload it, click it, and let's choose any one image. It's uploading. So once it's successfully uploaded, that should show our alert message. Oops, it's showing, but it's removing. When I click delete, it's showing something went wrong. Why it's showing that? If there is any error, I changed it to success. What exactly happening over here? We need to check that one. Control, let's open the console. Alert type, okay. Okay, null, 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 null. Okay, lots of time it's triggered null, 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 null. Save the changes over here. Still it's triggering. It's constantly triggering null, 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 null. Why? Where? From where it's triggering? That is not supposed to happen. Let's undo the changes. See? It's still triggering that alert message. Somewhere we messed up. Let's undo the changes. Control Z. Set album image cover. So now set artist image cover. Save changes. So that's fine. So let's go ahead and check whether it is now also still running that alert message or not. Why this alert type is still triggering every single time? Somewhere we messed up. I haven't called that alert type. See, still it's triggering. From where it's getting triggered? Not from here. It is getting triggered from somewhere else. We haven't used it here. alert type. Then how come it's getting triggered every single time? That is the questioning I'm just having. Now it stopped. All right, so now it stopped. So what we need to do is, so let's check it first in the over here one by one. Let's check one by one in the file uploader. Let's check first in the file uploader. Let's import that stuff first. Copy this. Let's go to the bottom of the file uploader, and right after here, let's paste it, and let's delete everything, and let's bring that alert type alone. Let me copy this and let me paste it here. All right, so I'm trying to store the data storage over here. If the data storage is success, so right after here, I'm just going to say this patch over here. I'm just going to say type colon action type dot set alert type. Then alert type is going to be going to say as success. That's the one. I'm going to say success, and after that, set interval of 3000. I'm just going to call this method one more time. I'm going to say danger. Copy it, paste it, save the changes. Let's check it first whether it is constantly running or not. No, it's not running. Okay, so no, this is not going to be null. This is going to be null, not a danger one. Okay, so we are triggering. That means basically what we are doing, if the image is successfully uploaded, we are sending a success alert, and after a certain time limit, we are removing it. So let's see. Click it, upload any image, choose this, open it. So it's uploading. Once it's uploaded successfully, all right, so why we are getting that success instead of success, why we are getting the components, context provider, value, alert type is null. All right, so let me upload one more time. Okay, so that's going to trigger. It's success, it's coming success, but it's not working as we are looking at over here. If the alert message, okay, so here the problem is we haven't get that type over here. So the type, what is the type over here? We are dashboard new songs. This is the problem. Alert type. I haven't sent the alert type, proper alert type over here. That's the reason. So now if I click this, it's uploading. Click OK. So now that will return the message as data saved, and within that second it's moving out. So we have to increase the time limit, set the time limit over here. So this is, let's keep it as 5000. Save the changes, and let's put this let's put this outside the function. Cut it outside of this get URL. This is the place it's getting finished. Outside here, we'll put that function. Now let's check it out. It's uploading again. And now it's data saved and it's moving out. It's moving out instantly. It's not say keeping it over there. See, because of this reason only it's triggering. It's constantly triggering. Why? I don't know. Save the changes. Let's go ahead and look one more time. This alert message is see, it's triggering every single time. This dispatch actions, I don't know where exactly this dispatch action is coming from. Now it's not showing. Let's keep it here as danger. And right after here, let's keep it that function as success itself. All right. So then let's scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. So over here, save, that is going to be danger. And once it's saved, we are going to paste it as success. And as the same way inside here, we are going to keep it as danger. And once the artist is saved successfully, we are going to keep it as success. And right after here, we are going to keep it as danger. And right after here, we are going to keep it as success. And once it's deleted successfully, I'm going to say it as success. Save the changes. Fine. So we are pretty much done with the all right, so now everything is fine. We are pretty much done with this page. So it's adding the details. Now all we have to do is to get back to the songs. So far we have the 3 different songs over here. Fine. So let's get back to the business. Okay, so that's fine. Now what we need to do is, so that is the space it's needed from the dashboard. New songs is completed. We successfully completed the dashboard new songs. Let's head back to the dashboard songs, and this is the place that songs. This is the songs, right? Now where it is, where is the count we are displaying? We are displaying the count over here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is the song code, and let's say margin y, it's going to be 8. So it's pushing entirely. So py, it's going to be 8. Then it's going to be 16 then. All right, so now we can see that count. Let's see. So fine, that's pretty much fine now. Cool. So now what we need to do is, all we have to do is to just exactly the same way we have to customize the artist informations. All right. So this is the song card. Okay, so this is the song card. I think we do have the card over here, song card. Okay, this is the song card. We are going to use the exact same thing over here in the song card. We are just going to use the exact same thing to display our informations over there. Fine. So let's go ahead and let's go to the song card over here. Let's see. And this is the name place where we are displaying the name and the artist name. How to use, how we can use the same thing for our artist. So what is the common name we do have for our artist also? So let's go here. Let's go and open our components, open the components, context provider, open it, value sections. So for all songs, for the songs we do have the name informations. We can keep the same thing for albums also. We have the name, and for artist also we have the name field. Of course, now we have all the common field over here is the name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this field. The span tag needs to be rendered. The span tags need to be rendered only if that is data.artist. Then only it's need to be rendered. Otherwise, we are not supposed to render this information. Oops. Otherwise, we are not supposed to render this informations. All right, so that's fine. Now, this is going to be flex column. Otherwise, we can say text center. Text center. Say the changes. Now everything will be arranged in the center position. Fine. Right, I think that's looking good now. Okay, so we can use the same stuff for our artist. So let's go to the artists dashboard songs. This is the place where we are getting all the songs. Just like the same way we need to get the artist. So let me close this dashboard, new songs, close the app, close the dashboard, and close the alert.js, and let's go ahead and open the dashboard artist. All right, so let's see, and let me copy this one, copy it, let me bring it right after here, and I'm going to say this is all artist, copy it, all, not here, here, all artist, and let's import this use state value that will be imported. And then now what we need to do is I need to bring this use effect method, copy it, and right after here I need to paste that used effect method, and let me import that use effect imported. Instead of all songs we are going to say all artists. Instead of get all songs I'm going to say get all artists, and I'm going to use the action type set all artists, otherwise the only way is to artists, get all artists. So this is needs to be from here, only from here, copy it, copy this if statement and go to your artist and paste it here. Save the changes. So that's fine now. Then what we need to do is, and we have to use the exact same style what we did for the songs panel over here. Dashboard songs. This is the one, right? This is that main top division, and this is the style. Copy this style and then paste that style over here. Go to the artist. Now that's fine. Inside this division, enter, and here this division is where it's getting ending. This is the one. So this is our main container. This is the one main container, and this is the count it's showing, and I don't need that count anymore. I don't need that count at all over here. I just need to copy this division from here. So copy this and paste it. I don't need this count. I'm just going to remove that count, and I'm just going to say this is as an instead of song container. What we can do is I can export this, copy this. I can right after here I can export that one, but instead of this one we can say artists container. We can say artist container, and this is going to be all artists. Okay, so that is going to display the data and index and everything. It will be followed. Let's see. Save the changes. Song code is not defined. Import it. Of course we do have the let's see what we are getting over here. Console.log data. Artist container is unrecognized. Okay, this is the mistake. It should be start with the A capital. Save the changes, and now look at that. We have all the artists which is necessary for us. Good, right? So we got our informations now. Fine, that's great. So now all we have to do is just to do the same thing for our album stuff. So let's go ahead and do the same thing for our album stuff. So if you click the album, exactly the same thing you have to do for the album. So what we can do is I can simply copy everything from here. Copy, go here, and dashboard albums. I'm just going to paste everything over. How did I copied it? Literally everything. Copy from here to here, paste it, but not going to be all artists. It's going to be all albums. All right, all albums, and here we are going to get the get all albums and set all action type and set all albums, and this is going to be all albums. And what we can say, get all album copy this if condition, paste this if condition over here. Fine. And then now what I need to do is I need to import the use effect function. Use effect, import it. Everything is imported now. And instead of this artist container, I'm going to say album container, and here this is going to be all albums. I don't need this. Save the changes. Song code is not imported. Import it. And use state value is not imported. Import it. And look at that. We have our album over here. Bingo. So it's perfectly working fine. All right. So now all we have to do is just to do the delete action. Whenever I'm deleting it, what I'm supposed to do, that's what we need to do. Okay, so when you click that, what you want to do, so let's go to our song card, because this is the place where we are collecting our data ID and our that URL, the image URL. Of course, whenever the user you are trying to delete it, you need to delete that user along with that, delete that image along with that complete data also. Okay, so let's see how to do that. So where we are having the delete button, this is the place where we are having the delete button. So what I'm going to do is, whenever I'm clicking the delete button, what we can do is I can say one state. Let's create one state. Use state snippet, and we can say is delete. Let's say for the time being as true. Okay, and save the changes. And this is the place. Minimize it. Minimize it. Minimize it. Okay, so here I'm just going to bring that one. So motion dot div, open it, and this div is going to be class name absolute. It's going to be absolute, and inset 0 and backdrop blur SM. Save the changes. So use state is not defined, of course. So control space bar, save the changes, and now you can see that complete division over here, it's completely blurred, and we can say as a medium blur. All right, so we can give bg card overlay. I can give a little bit blur. Okay, now I can see it much better. Okay, so here I'm just going to say flex item center, flex column, justify everything in the center position. So save changes. Fine. Then what I need to do is, so right after here, we can make the changes. Like I can show a message like, are you sure? Do you want to delete it? Save the changes. So what happened? Oops, this is not supposed to be here. Wait a second. Word wrap. This is supposed to be inside this function, inside over here. So that will be displayed over here. So let's add some padding. So px, let's say 4, and py, let's say 2. Are you sure, or do you want to delete this? Okay, and let's give some class name, text excel, it's going to be then text, heading, color, and font, semi-bold. Save the changes. Look at this, and let's see text center. Everything should be aligned in the center. Are you sure you want to delete it? Let's see. Let's keep it LG. Save the changes. Are you sure? Do you want to delete it? Yes. Now what I need to do is right after here, I need to create one more division, and that division is going to be let's say division, class name, flex, item center, and gap between it's going to be 4. And I'm going to create two different buttons. One button that is going to be yes, and another one it's going to be button, and that is going to be no. And both of these is going to be a motion button. So motion dot button, and of course here also motion dot button. And for these both buttons, we are going to have the class name that is going to be padding px is going to be 2, px is going to be 2, and py is going to be 1, and text is going to be sm, text sm. Okay, and everything should be in the uppercase. Save the changes. So that will display that button over there. And right after here, I'm just going to add the animation initial stage. So enter, enter. Initial animation, it's going to be not initial. We don't need it to have initial. So while tap, I need to say scale the length. It's going to be 0.7. Save changes. So whenever you're tapping, it's go like that. Fine. So now what we need to do is I just need to say the bg green 400 like that, or 300, and we can say rounded MD like that. And on hover we can say bg green to 500, cursor pointer. And just like the same way for this, we can say bg, this is going to be red, and this is going to be red. And we can say bg green 300, rounded MD. On hover, I'm just going to say bg green 500, and cursor, that is going to be pointer. Save the changes. It looks like this. So now like this. All right. So then what we need to do is we need to increase a little bit gap between it. So gap, where it is over here, gap. And let's add some animation stuffs for this. On initial animation, I'm just going to say opacity, I'm just going to say as 0. Okay, and if you want the scale, you can add the scale, but I don't need it. I'm just going to say animate, opacity level is going to be 1. Save the changes. And I'm going to add a little bit transitions. So transition is going to be delay, transition, sorry, duration, it's going to be 300, 0.3 seconds. Okay, 300. So this entire stuff, that division, this division needs to be, this division, it's need to be loaded. Where is this division is starting from here, and where is this division is ending over here. Okay, so this is the place it's getting ended. So this, it's supposed to be display only is delete, then only it is supposed to be displayed. Save the changes. Okay, now what we need to do is, whenever the button delete, where it is, expand it, this is the trash icon over here. I'm going to call an object class name. It's going to, sorry, not class name. On click, we are going to call a delete object method. Copy it. It will throw an error. No worries. Here we will create that method. Const delete object is equals an arrow6 function. Save the changes. Okay, so now that error will be gone. Whenever I'm clicking that delete object, so first what I need to do is I need to change to is delete object is going to be true. So now when I click this, false. What's happening over here? Is delete is became true. If it is, I'm not understanding over here. Is delete is not a function. Oh, my bad. That is need to be set is delete. Save the changes. Come on, Mitri, be careful. Click here. Now what happened? Still it's an error. It's not triggering. If it's true, it's supposed to be triggered. So let me remove this transition. Wait, let's check. Let me check once again. Give me a moment. So here, let me change this to true. If it is true, it's not working. Nothing is happening over there. Is delete. It's correct only. Do we return anything wrong inside here? No, I don't think so. If is delete, then render it. For the time being, I'll just keep a fragments, paste it here. It's not even showing. No, this division itself, it's not showing over there. That's quite unusual. Inspect elements. It's there. Oh my goodness. It's because of this. Now it's displaying. from where here to here. This is supposed to be inside here. Save the changes. Control Shift B, format the documents, and let's change this to false. So now when I click this, it will opens that message. When I click this, I need to remove that one. A single mistake. And I'm going to say on click, I'm going to call a callback function. I'm just going to say that set is delete is going to be false. Save the changes. Now if the user clicks this, that will be changed to false. If I click this, it will pops up. If you click this, it will be deleted. All right, fine. Though then what we need to do is I need to call a callback. I need to call this inside here. We need to make sure, we need to figure it out whether this guy is an artist or it is an album, or what it is, what kind of card it is. We need to figure it out. If it is a song, we need to delete a song. If it is an because we having different tables inside our collections, different collections. So if it is a song, we need to go to the songs and we need to delete it. If it is an album, we need to delete an album. If it is an artist, we need to delete an artist. So what we are going to do is the place where we are sending the dashboard songs, dashboard artist, and the dashboard songs over here. This is the thing. So we are going to create a one more thing, that is going to be the type. Type is going to say a song. Copy it. Save the changes. Artist. And that is going to be artist, and user is not the same, different, an album. Album. All right, so now we have that information. So now here I need to get one more object, that is going to be type. Oops. Type. Save the changes. All right, so that's the type. And now where is the, okay, we are good now. So then what we need to do is here I need to check is delete is going to be true. So I need to check so not here, I'm just not supposed to call over here. So over, when I click that trash icon, we are just supposed to enable that option. Set is delete is equals true. We are supposed to enable it. When I click yes, at that time I need to call that option. On click, I'm going to call a callback. I'm going to call the function called delete object. Okay. Only if you click yes, it will be triggers this. If I click yes, so then I need to check the type. So if type is equals to song, if the type is equals to song, then what we need to do, we need to call the delete. Where is the API? Over here. So here, do we have delete anything? Control F, delete song or anything? No, we don't. We haven't create the delete song. So now we need to create the delete song. So export const delete songs. delete song, delete the song. Now what we need to do is equals asynchronous method data. Wait a second, let me open my API. Okay, so if you want to delete a song by ID, all you have to send the ID and the callback function, open it, and then all you have to say just try and catch. So let me copy and paste it, copy it, paste it, and let's open the songs. Let's see the delete over here, delete, copy it and delete. And for songs, I think, yes, anything coming from songs, it should go here, delete base URL, delete ID. We will pass the ID, so that will delete the songs completely from the our file. Okay, so wait a second, where did I return this? I returned it somewhere. Just a moment, give me a minute. Where I returned the, so users songs. Okay, it's in the dashboard songs. All right, so now what we need to do is, so here we need to call that delete song by, what is the name I written, delete song by ID. So here let's import the delete song by ID, and inside this I need to supply the ID. So we need to get the parameter, we need to supply the ID. So for instance, I'm just going to say data, I'm going to use the ID, I'm going to get the data over here, I'm going to send the complete data here. Whenever I'm clicking it inside this method, it's going to be a callback function. I'm going to send that current data which is coming inside here. So inside that data, we do have that ID. Okay, we do have that ID parameter. So just a moment, Control J. Control Shift J, components. I need to see that ID. What is that ID? It is all songs. It's empty. Go to songs. So all songs here, ID operator, underscore ID, copy it, and then we can paste it over here, data dot underscore ID. We are trying to delete that. When we are sending that, it will returns a response, and I will collect that response, and I'm opening a function. So what I'm going to do is, if the response dot data dot, if you have the response dot data, then that means once it's deleted, you will collect the data. If there is a response dot data, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the alert message. So where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Here it is. So copy it. Come on. Copy it and paste it right after here. We don't need this, all this stuff. All I need is just alert type. If that is having, then I'm just going to import this. Okay, then I'm just going to say this path, open it. I'm going to say type colon action type dot set alert type comma alert then alert type is going to be success. That is going to be successfully deleted. All right, if it is, then after the set interval of 3000, that means 3 seconds, I'm going to dispatch it again with null. Okay, so then what we have to do is I will copy this. So again, after that, I need to get all the songs. So copy it. We don't need this one, this one. And this one. So we will get the alert type, all artists, all songs, everything we have now. So after this, once it's successfully deleted, right after here, what I need to do is I need to get the all songs. So get all songs. So get all songs, where it is. So I'll copy this get all songs and I will update that all songs completely. Get all songs. I will update the all songs and fine. Save the changes. If there is, okay, get all songs is not imported. So dispatch this method. If there is any issue is happening, then right over here, I will open the else block and I will save this as a danger. Save the changes. All right. So this is just deleting the, this will delete the song, and of course I need to delete the object also. We need to delete that image URL. Inside that image URL, we having that image also. We need to delete that image from our Firebase also. So what we need to do is, so the place, let's go to the dashboard new song. In the dashboard new song, we return the value, this one, delete object. So this delete object is coming from your Firebase storage, right? So what we have to do is we have to create the storage object. So where is the storage object? Storage object is coming from your Firebase storage. Okay, it's coming from here, Firebase storage. Fine. Then we need that URL, that is our image URL. So this is the one, method we needed. So I'm just going to copy this, going to bring it here, and I'm going to paste it here. We don't need nothing over here. All these things needs to be deleted. And this delete reference, this is the one we needed. Copy it, and right above it we need to paste it. So this is going to be your storage, Firebase storage config. And once it's successfully deleted, we are not going to do anything. Okay, so we'll just keep it as it is. Save the changes, and instead of this URL, I'm just going to say data dot reference showing error, import it, and that's going to be image URL. We need to remove this image from our Firebase. Save the changes. So this will remove our image from the Firebase. All right, this is for what? This if condition is only for our songs. Now we'll have to do the same thing if it is an artist. So if it is an album, then let me hide it for being. So this is going to be album. So what is the name I used? Album. So if it is an album, then what I need to do, same delete reference. In the album also we need to make sure whether it is having the same name or not. I hope everything is having the same name only. So in the context provider value sections, under the all albums, let's take one that is also image URL only. Let's see what is the image URL. And for all artists, let's go to the artist now. And here for artist also, I think so we're having only the image URL. Of course we're having that image URL. Fine. So right, that's good. So this will delete that song by ID, but this time this is not going to delete the song by ID. We are going to delete it let me check delete. All right, so where it is, index over here. So let me go here, and where is the albums? Let me bring the albums. So we return the delete or method over here, delete. Right, so let's go here, copy this and paste it, and this time is going to be delete album by ID. Right, so copy this albums, paste it here, and that is going to be delete only, delete. We are going to send an ID, fine, and copy this one more time, paste it. This is going to be delete artist by ID, and of course that is going to be artist. Copy it, paste it, save the changes, and here in the artist, what is the name? Delete only. Okay, everything is fine, perfect. Now we have the delete by artist and delete by ID, and everything is perfect. And let's go here, and over here instead of delete by song, I'm just going to say delete album by ID. So that is going to be delete the all albums. So dispatch, it's going to be alert and everything. And here I'm going to say get all albums. So what we can do is get all albums. I can get the all the albums details over here, copy this method, and right after here I can paste that method, paste it. All right, fine. So now album information is done. So next what we can do is just copy this, and right after here I can say slash, this is artist. If that is equals to artist, then I can simply say as artist, delete the artist by reference by you are deleting that image URL, fine, it will be deleted. and here we are going to say delete it by artist by id. Fine, data.id we are sending, it will be deleted. And here instead of this, I'm going to bring, I'll search it from here, get artists, get this is the one, copy it and paste it, save the changes. So this will be fine. And of course the get artist is not imported, import it. And get all albums is also not imported. Import it, save the changes. Now the error is gone. So if the type is artist, then this method will be triggered. All right. So let's give a try. Artist. So I hope it will work. Let's see. Let's try this. If I click here, if I click yes, some mistake is happening. Control J. Console. Maximum call stack size exceeded. Maximum call stack. Where the maximum call stack has been? Let's refresh it. Is it successfully deleted? Oh, it's still there. It's not deleted. Come on. Where is the mistake is exactly coming from? We are trying to delete it. If the type is equals to song, this is going to be triggered. If the type is equals to be artist, this will be triggered. Then why we are getting that error? Control J. Let me clear this. All right. So now let's say I'm trying to delete this one. Click delete. And if I click yes, it's showing this reference, uncaught reference, maximum call stack size exceeded. Why we are getting this error? That is why albums, even in album also we are getting the same error. Inspect. So let's see. So I'll just hide this songs. I just hide this songs, and I'll just hide this artist. Let's keep the album alone. All right, and let's make sure what, then only we'll navigate to the solution one by one. Let's see. Click this. Yes. Maximum call stack size exceeded. Why? Deleting the object. let's see, console.log type, inspect elements, console, refresh it. Oops, why it's calling this much of time? Album. It's really calling 7500. I don't know why this much of time it's calling. Why? When I click this, yes, now it's printing only one time. See, it's printing only one time. If I go here to artist, and if I click this S, now it's printing only one time artist. If I go to a song, and if I click this, if I click yes, it's showing only one time songs. So the problem is over here, when in the time when we are checking the data, what we can do is, the best solution is to keep them everything separately. I'll just create a function const delete album. Delete album equals and we don't need this because we already know that is an album, so we don't need that. So we'll call this method. If type is equals to, we'll use the switch case, switch type case type is equals to album, then call delete album. Save the changes. All right, let's get to the album. Here we can say console.log album. Save the changes. So let's inspect the elements. Inspect it. Console.log. Now if I click this, if I click S, it is supposed to call, refresh it, still it's there. It is supposed to call this album method. Let's need to make sure console.log inside album. That's a long shot. Click it. Yes. Okay, it's not coming inside the album method. It's not calling this method. Album spelling wrong. That's the reason it's not working. Be careful, guys, because see, the silly mistakes, it's costing us a long time. So if I click yes, still it's not coming inside. Whether the switch case is correct or not. Okay, so case that is going to be right. Value is going to be album, and I'm going to call this save the changes. This is not needed, and let's check. I hope now it will work, because maybe my switch syntax is wrong previously. I think so. Let's see. Let's delete this. It's calling a lots and lots of number of time. Still is there. Maybe because of the alert, I think so. So let's, for the time being, let's hide the alerts. I think on alert we do have some issues. Let's fix that later. For the time being, let's just hide this alert. Save the changes, inspect the elements, console.log. See, it's coming inside album, again and again it's coming inside. Still it remains persist. What might be the issue? We have to find out that issue, otherwise it will become a great problem for us. I don't know why it's constantly repeating the same steps. See, 120. What is the line number? 120. 120 and 26. Okay, so we don't want to get complex this much by ourselves, so we will make it simple. The easiest solution is, we don't have to worry about it. We will just check if that ID is going, if it's there, it's going to delete. If the ID is not there, it's not going to delete. So no issues with that. So what we can do is, we can simply hide all these things. I don't need to check this type. And let me expand this one also. I don't need this for the night now. Just delete it. Okay, so I'm just going to get this else spot also, get rid of the else spot. We don't need this. All right, so this is going to be the delete the songs by ID. Oh God, I'm sorry. So what we can do is, this is going to be your songs. Delete songs. All right. So then, so if this is an artist, then we don't need this if condition, delete it, and we don't need the delete reference also, and this method is already there, delete it. Just we have to keep the delete by ID. If that ID is there, it will delete that, otherwise it will just leave everything as empty. We don't need the else block. Fine. Then what we need to do is, we just have to copy from here to here, copy and paste it right after here. This thing's not necessary, and these things also not necessary. So basically we are trying to delete that ID. If that ID is inside any of this method, that will remove from your database. So save the changes. I think, hope now it will work. Let's refresh it and let's open the inspect elements console, clear it. Yes, so still it's showing album. See, it's how many time it's running. I'm not sure why it's keep on running this much time. Every single time we are running only one time, that method is being triggered only one time only, but why it's constantly executing that action? We are passing, let's see, let's print the data, then we will came to know what kind of data is repeating every single time. So let me run it. Yes. Oh my God, see, on the first type it's showing only one time. See, one for the first time we are getting the exact data what we needed. We are getting that image, URL, everything perfectly, but again the next time it's just triggering the same function again. I don't know why it's triggering the same function again. We are getting that data, maybe I should just send this delete object alone. Maybe let's try this one also. because in the example what I did, I just created everything a separate component so that it's worked fine. But here we are trying to merge everything in a single one, right? So that's the reason. See, it's written, it's simply repeating the same concept, same thing again and again and again and again, and it's not doing any actions. It's still the data is persisted. Maybe this is quite confusing. What we can do is, maybe we can do one thing. Let's try to keep this thing inside the support functions. Let's try to keep everything inside the support functions, and let's see what's happening. Oh, I have figured out the mistake, guys. Problem is, this is also delete object. This reference is also delete object. That's the thing. Right. Delete data. Let's keep it as delete data. Copy this and let's send it to over here. That's the reason it's every time whenever I'm calling it, it's getting confused. See, now it's showing delete object is as a not defined. I hope now it will work. Damn, it's cost me a long time to figure it out this mistake. So now if I click here, it's showing uncaught promise. It's not exists. I think, see, it's deleted. It's no worries, it's deleted. So these errors are nothing but these errors are coming from your albums. So, and the artist, it's showing that artist, it's trying to delete that artist and everything. Okay, that's the issue. So no issue, that we can rectify it in our server end. Okay, so far it's working fine. Now if I delete this, see, it's gone. All right, so this is the one. So we successfully added the songs, we successfully added the artists and informations and everything. All we have to do is just to, we have to bring that why the users is not coming. Inspect console, users is not coming. Inspect components, context provider, users object is null. Why? Still it's null. I go to artist, it's working. Song, it's working. Album, it's working. Users, why the users is not coming then? User is there. Okay, so the problem is in our dashboard users. So here I haven't returned that line, the dashboard users. This is the place where I'm displaying that users informations, right? So yeah, here I have to write that use effect method. I need to write that use effect method is get all users here. So here, this is the one. This is the one. I need to write this in the use effect method. Copy this here, use effect. So I need to check this over here. If all users is not there, I need to render it. Fine. So now that will be rendered and will be displayed. Now all we have to do is to just to bring the okay, all we have to bring our in the home container, we have to bring those filters options and everything. That's what we have to bring. So what we am going to do is in the dashboard over here. So whenever I'm clicking this, I need to bring the songs container. I need to bring that songs options. What we have to do is we need to bring the music player, then we need to display the songs names and everything. So let's go ahead and do that thing. So to import the music player stuffs, what we need to do is we are going to use the React music player. So this is the one we are using. So wait a second, let me check what's the package we are using. So the package which we are using for is using for the this one React H5 audio player. This is the one we are using, React H5 audio player. This is the one. Okay, so this is the one we are using. So you can go through this documentation. They provided a nice documentations to work with this. So let's copy this name, copy this name, copy this, save the changes, close it. All right then, so let's go ahead and start installing this one. So copy this and open up your terminal, and in the let me create a new one, and let me go to the CT client and yarn add, paste it, enter. So that will start installing that React H5 audio player. So let it install. So now what we need to do is basically I'm going to create two important stuff in the context provider. Right after here is song playing. Song playing, initially it's going to be false, song is not going to play, and the song index, which song is currently it's going to play, initially it's going to be 0. We'll keep it as 0. Save the changes, and then in the reducer state, let's create two different state options over here. Let's say set underscore is song underscore playing. Then I'll just copy this, paste it. Then set underscore song underscore index. I'm just going to set that song index. Save the changes. So it's installed, minimize it, scroll down to the top and copy this. And here I'm just going to say set is song playing. Then we can simply copy this from there and paste it here, paste it here. Then copy it one more time, paste it, set song index, and then copy this song index, copy the song index, save the changes. All right, so this is fine now. Now over here, what I need to do is I'll go to the song card. Where is the song card? Okay, I'll go to the song card. Okay, so here I'm going to add an click event for this entire song card on click. For this entire division, this is the one. For this entire division, I'm just going to add an on click event. On click event, I'm going to add a function. So we have a type, right? If type is equals to song, then I need to call this method. Then call add to context. We need to call that method. Okay, so I write after here, I'm just going to create a const add to context, add to context, that method we are calling it. Okay, so I'm just going to say for the time being console.log type, what we are getting, I'm just printing that type. Save the changes, and here let's say Control Shift J. So now it is inside the, let's say it is inside the albums. Okay, so here if I click this, it's showing function apply is not function. Okay, so we'll check with songs. We are getting songs. All right. Okay, so we are getting that on click, we are getting that if type, we are checking that type. If the type is equals to songs, then we are adding that method add context. So what we have actually, I need to do is I need to dispatch this song playing. I need to change the status as song playing, and I need to change the index of the song. So we do receiving the index over here. This is the index we are receiving. Okay, because whenever the song is rendering, this index is coming one by one, so it will have a unique index for each and every card. So using that index, we are going to play that song. So what I need to do is, so I'm just going to copy these lines. Let me copy this. So we do have already here. So right after here, I just need to bring that. Let me close these stuffs, unwanted things. Here, song index. And I need one more thing, that is the is playing. All right, so now we have that. Then what I need to do is right inside this function, I just need to check if the song is playing. If the song song is not playing, only if the song is not playing, then we have to dispatch. We have to dispatch, and we have to say set is song playing, and is song playing as true. This is the one we have to do. Okay, and I'm going to check the song index also. We do have the song index. If the song index is greater than song index, if the song is index is not equals to this index, that means I need to upload that index. I need to add that index. If it is equal, that means the song is already playing, so I don't need to restart the song again. Okay, if the user clicks the same song, it needs to continue. If the user clicks the different song, it's need to dispatch that song to the set song index and song index as an index. Okay, so that will push that song index to over there. So right click, inspect the elements, console, no, not console, go to the components, context provider, open the values. So right now you can see nothing is there. So now if I click this, if I click this anywhere, song is playing became 0 and the index is became song is playing is became true and the index is became 0. If I click this, it's became index number 1. If I click this, it will become index number 2. Okay, so now the way how we are expecting, it's working fine. All I have to do is now just to bring that song over there, and I need to bring that music player, and I need to bring that song in that right place. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the I'm going to create one more component called music player. So music player dot jsx rafce, save the changes in the index file. I'm just going to copy this line and I'm going to paste it one more time, and let's say music player okay, file name is wrong, right click, rename jsx, save the changes, music player, save the changes, music player, close it. Okay, so now where we need to display this music player is, that's the important stuff. Just a moment. So where it is, over here. So let's go to the app.js. Where is the app.js? Over here. And this is the place where we are collecting the user information. So just like the same place, same way, we are going to get the song playing information also, song playing. All right, so if that song is playing, so what we need to do is right after this is the division, and right after here I need to check if the song is playing, then render, show me that music player. I'm just going to say motion dot div come on, motion dot div. Okay, let's import the motion too, because later if you need to add the animations or anything, you need to add that one. Where is this? Here, instead of motion config, just motion. And right after here inside, We can say initial animation is going to be opacity 0 and animate is going to be opacity 1 and y is equal 0 comma y colon 50. All right, so then what we need to do here, I need to call a class name. So class name is going to be, so I'm just going to say, let me copy that style completely, copy it, and I will paste it over here. All right, so save the changes. Let me use the word wrap so that you can see it clearly. Okay, so save the changes. So now something will be displayed over here. So far in the music player, it's not playing. So when I click this, where it is, the music player, body tag, division ID, root element. If you inside the music player, we have the music player, so that should be displayed now. Oh, okay, my bad, I didn't render it. So music player, save the changes. So now you can see it displays that music player. Okay, so but when I refresh it, initially it's going to be 0, so that's the reason it's not showing that. But when I click it, it's showing that music player, it's popping up from the bottom, it's working the way how it's supposed to be. Now let's go to the music player and start writing the styles, everything which is necessary in the music player. Okay, so let's go here to the music player. Fine. All right, so let's write the styles for this. So here I'm just going to say class, I'm going to say width, it's going to be full, and flex, item center, gap, it's going to be 3, and overflow, it's going to be hidden. Okay, so then cut it, enter. And here now I'm going to bring the we can create one more division, class name, and that is going to be, let's make a dynamic string, and width, it's going to be, width is going to be full, item center, then gap, it's going to be 3, and the padding effect is going to be 4, and I'm just going to say flex relative. Okay, now inside this I'm going to bring an image source, and that is going to be, we need to get the all songs, we need to get all the songs completely. Okay, so we already have the songs in our list, in our songs, in our use state value, in our custom state value. So let's bring the that, so I'll paste it here. So all these are all the stuffs which I needed. Save the changes, not this one, these are the things which we needed. All right, so now here what we are going to do is, I'm going to check the all songs. So all songs with that song, not songs, that is going to be the song index, song index. We are going to play that song index. Using that song index, I'm going to get that if there is a song index, then dot image URL. All right, so save the changes. Now we can see it's displaying that image URL. All right, it's displaying that stuff which is needed. So then what we need to do is we need to add the styles for it. So I'll just copy and paste that styles for the image tag. This is the styles for it. Now you can see we have that image tag over there. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create right after that division, I'm going to bring one more division. Okay, I'm going to bring one more division. So let me copy it and paste it here. And I'm going to close that division. Of course, we need to close that division, otherwise it will cause a problem. So then here, now what we need to do is I'm going to bring a paragraph, which is, of course, it's going to come from our okay, so what I need to do is I need to display the song name and as well as the song category. So this is the one which is we have created a paragraph tag which is set in a heading, and we are getting the all songs with these from the using that song index. We are going to get the name. If the name is length is greater than 20, I'm just slicing it. Otherwise, I'm just leaving as it is. Okay, I'm just printing the category, artist name, everything. So now you can see the name and the category and the artist. It will print every single information. This is the entire two different paragraph. This is one paragraph. So this is one paragraph tag and this is one paragraph tag. First paragraph tag having the name and as well as the album. Second paragraph tag having the artist name and the category of the songs. Okay, so that's what's happening over here. Let's make it bigger. Fine. Right. So then right after that paragraph tag, what I need to do is I need to put the playlist icon. So what I'm just going to bring that playlist icon. So let me copy that playlist option and then I'll paste it here. So far we don't have this, so I'm just going to hide it. So now it doesn't have these two options. So let's import it and import this motion also. Import motion, save the changes. So that will displace this icon. Okay, so far it's when you click it, it's working perfectly fine. So then now we have these two options, and right after this motion I tag, okay, so right after that motion, so let me hide this motion. Okay, so let me hide this paragraph and this motion, and this is the division, I think so. Yeah, so right after this division, okay, so we need to bring our audio player class flex1. It should take the complete available space, flex1, and here I need to bring that audio player. Paste it, and this is going to be song index, and inside that we do have the song URL, I think so. Components, go to the context provider. Inside the all songs, we do have the URL for our song. Okay, song URL, song URL. Right, so close this. So here we have to give that song URL. How many times I need to open and close these things? context provider value components all songs song URL, everything is in the capital letter. Let me keep it in the site, so every time I don't want to open it again and again. Okay, so let me put it in the okay, so I'll just copy this and I'll paste it here. Right, so now what I need to do is I'll keep this one over here, make it big screen. Okay, so we will paste just now I copied it from it. Copy this name, copy it, Control C and Control V, song URL. So on play, I'm just going to say on play, it's just going to say like on console.log. If you want to make it as autoplay, you can see true, show the skip controls true. So these functions are not yet, we haven't created. So let me hide it, save the changes. So audio player is not imported yet. So let's import the audio player. So audio player needs to be imported from our H15 player. So all you have to do is we have to import two different packages. One is your audio player package and two is your that file, the style package of that. So save the changes. Now that issue is solved. When I click this, you can see that controller over here and it start playing the songs automatically. All right, so all I have to do is to just console right click inspect elements and you can find their respective CSS classes and you just have to add the respective styles, how you are going to customize it. For instance, let's say if you are going to change the main section, this is the main section, and over here if you expand it, you can see each and every options over here, right? So you can if you want to change the colors or anything, you just have to target that particular section and you have to change the color. So this is the wrap container over here. You can see it's having some background color. So if you are changing some color, you can see now it's changing. All I have to do is target the specific classes and I have to change their respective colors. So let's go ahead and do that stuff. Okay, all right, my bad, it's playing from here and there also. Fine, so now what we need to do is, so let's go to the our styles, the initial styles. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste that complete styles which I edited for this. Okay, so here I'm just going to open my app.css as the app.index.css right over here. So I'm just going to paste that styles over here, save the changes and right click, and look at that, the styles, it's applied exactly the way what I needed. Okay, so these are the styles. You can find the styles in the description below. You can copy and paste it. Okay, so we don't want to waste our time over there. So the progress bar, everything will work perfectly as it's supposed to be. All right, so let's go ahead and create the playlist and let's add this So this is working fine, but the next song is not moving next back and forth properly. So we need to do that one. So let's go ahead and do that one now. All right, so now what we need to do is, all I have to do is just to create a new playlist for our this playlist. Whenever I click this, I need to display the playlist. So let's go ahead and create that playlist option. All right, so where we can create the playlist, we can create the playlist over here. So I'm just going to create a new playlist. We can say we can create a subordinate component over here. Export const playlist card. Open it. And here I can bring all those necessary stuffs which is needed over here. So I can bring this and copy this one more time, and we need it inside this component. Paste it. All right, so here we are going to use the we are going to return a division, and simply it's going to say playlist card for the time being. Okay, and that playlist card is going to be displayed where it's going to be displayed. Right after your audio player, we have this division, and right after this division, we are just going to display that over here. So I'm just going to create a use state snippet is play list false. If that playlist is going to display, only if that is true, we are going to display it. Is playlist, then I'm going to display that playlist card. So initially I'm just going to make it as true. Save the changes. So that will be it's showing an issue as a new state is not defined. Save the changes, and now you can see it's showing the playlist card. Okay, so initially for the time being I'm just making the autoplay as false. I don't want to make the autoplay. It should, because every time when I'm saving it's just playing. For the time being I'm just making it as false. Okay, now the playlist card is supposed it's displaying. Okay, so now what I need to do is, this is position relative. Okay, fine. Now what I need to do is, over here I need to create an I need to get the all the songs list completely. I need to get all the songs. If the songs is not there, we need to get that all songs completely. So I'm just going to use a use effect method to get that the same stuff what we written. Okay, we are just going to get all the songs, get all songs, action type. Okay, so here let's get all songs. We copy this complete if condition. We'll paste it over here. Okay, so that's fine now. So then after here we have to change the index. Okay, whenever the song is playing, all we have to do is just we have to update the song index when I click somewhere inside it, because we are going to display the playlist. When I click inside, I need to apply the song index, and of course I need to change the song state also. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's bring the styles, then we will start working on it. So I'm just going to copy that style, view, word wrap, and I'm going to paste it over here. Okay, this is the style, position absolute. So just copy the exact same style, so that will looks like use effect, so that will brings the card over here. You can see a small card over here, right? This is what the that playlist is. It's currently time being it's looking. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to display the card, all the cards we need to display. So all songs, if the all songs dot length is greater than 0, then all you have to do is we have to render this. What we are going to render, we are going to render the all songs dot map. Open it. I'm going to get that music along with the index position. Open it. Inside here, I'm going to render that one. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open a motion dot div, enter. Why it's showing an issue? All songs dot length greater than 0. Oh, my bad. Then colon, simply I'll close and keep the fragments. For the time being, I'm just going to keep open and close the time fragments. Okay, react fragments, we are just going to keep it as it is, and for that I'm just adding each inside that each and every divisions we are just going to add that okay. So now what we need to do is let's go ahead and let's add the styles here. This is the animation style we are going to use. This is the animation style, and we need to bring the class name. So if you have a look at here, over here, so let me play this. Okay, so now if I open this, you can see they are in a different thing, right? So whenever you're hovering it, you can see it's in a different color. For instance, if I am playing this song, when I click this, it's loading that song. When I click this, it's the song is taking a little bit time to loading it. So this is what we are trying to create over here. All right, so let's go here and let's bring the class. All right, so all I'm going to do is just say class name equals. Okay, so first we are going to make it as a group, because then only we can hover that button and everything. So this is the style we are going to use, and I'm going to choose the background color as a transparent color, transparent background, BG as a transparent background. All right, so whenever I'm hovering it, it will change the color, and on click, whenever I'm clicking, I need to change the index of that song. So on click, I'm going to call a method. So I'm going to call a method called we need to change the index of our song, then only we can when I click another song, so for instance if I click this, that's changing the player song, right? So that's the thing we need to do now. So that's why we created this function called this after here. I'm just going to place this current song index. Okay, so I'm just going to pass the index to here, and I'm just checking is the song is not playing or not. Okay, if the song is not playing, I need to change set song playing to true, so the player will comes in. Then it will, if the song is not equals to song index, then I'm just setting that song index, where I'm just updating our song index. I'm just updating our song index. So I'm just, let's say si, and here also si, here also si, and this is going to be song index. Okay, so basically that's what we are trying to do. When I'm clicking it, if the player is not playing, then I need to bring the player. If the player is already playing, leave it as it is. If the song index is not equal to the song index, then set that song index. If the both song indexes are equal, then continue playing that song. Okay, so now that method will be fine over there. And inside here now, what we need to do is, I just need to bring this musical note. That's an icon. I'm going to bring that musical note, and we need to import this one musical note. Save the changes, and let's go ahead and have a look at it. So it's showing song is not defined, where we use the song. Control F song. Ah, here it is. Song index. Okay, so now the issue is solved. It is supposed to if I refresh it, if I click this, it is supposed to bring the and the key is going to be index, so that will solve the issue. And right after here, I need to bring the name of over that card and all those things. So let me bring that, copy it, and I'm just going to paste it over here. This is the division. Inside the division, we're having a paragraph tag. We are displaying that name of that, and we are displaying the album of it, and we are displaying the artist of the song also. So save the changes. So nothing is rendering over here. We do have songs, and we are getting an issue. Unique key prop. Of course, we fixed that issue. If I refresh it, nothing is displaying over here. Why? We are written everything perfectly only, but it's nothing is showing inside this playlist. It's there, but see, inside that we do have the division 1, division 2, division 3, but it's not displaying at the top. Why? I don't know. I already see index 50. Where it is? Why it's not displaying? I'm not sure. If I don't give this absolute, it's displaying over here. If I give absolute, it is going hidden. Hidden. Why? Maybe because of this. No, not here. Maybe I written somewhere overflow hidden. Overflow over here. Yeah, look at that. Now it's displaying. This is the one which we created. Now when I click this, we are getting an error. No. Type is undefined. Song index is 1. 0, 1. There is some logical mistakes in the formula. So if the song index is not equals to the place where I'm sending, this is the place, set the current play, I'm getting that index. Okay, we are sending that index over there. If the song index is not equals to that, dispatch song index. So whenever the song index gets updated, this music player will get updated. So now all we have to do is to change the playlist. Where is the playlist button which we created? The playlist button was created over here. So we need to add an on click event. On click, I just need not here. I already have here. So set is playlist of not playlist, and by default I'm just going to change this to false. Save changes. Now if I click this, that will brings it. If I click it, it will be gone. Fine. Now if I click this, song index has been updated to 0, but the type is not updated. So what I need to do is, that's the reason it's not getting updated. Song code inside the song code, just copy these 2 lines, copy these over here, go to the music player, and let's paste it over here, and let's change this to index. Dispatch, save the changes. So now if I click this, minimize it, now you can see the song is changing. See, so we successfully done with our playlist. So whenever you're changing that, it's of course it's working perfectly how it's supposed to be. All right, so then what we have to do is, all I have to do is just to go ahead and create the next track. I just need to update these songs, that's all. So let's go ahead and create that functions. So const next track is equals, it's a callback functions, open it, and of course const previous track is equals, open it. So all I have to do is just to let's say over here I'm going to check a condition. If the song index is greater than all songs dot length, then what I need to do is I need to set the song index as, I need to dispatch the song index as we do have the dispatch method. Yeah, here. All I have to do is to dispatch the song index as 0, because of course there is no greater. If it is greater than means we need to set the value to 0. I'm going to set the index as, okay, so that will be set as a 0. Else what I need to do is I need to add an increment whatever the value is. Else if it is not greater than 0, dispatch song index plus 1. This is what we have supposed to do. Okay, and of course the same way copy this. I'm going to do it for this previous track also. Paste it. If it is song index is greater than, then we are going to set it 0. Otherwise, in the previous track, here instead of checking it as a greater than value, I'm going to check if the length, if the song length is equals to 0. The song index is equals to 0. That means it should not go beyond that less than value. Otherwise, okay, if the song length is equals to 0 means set the song index as 0 itself. Otherwise, if the value is, once it becomes 0, it will go -1, -2, -3 like that. We don't want to go in that way. If it is not that way, then I'm just going to save it as -1. So let's check it out whether how it's working. So now if I click previous, it's moving on to the previous value. If I click that, now it's moving. If I click again, it will not move. It will the index value will set to 0. Now if I click here, it will move to the next one, and it's next one. Okay, now here you can see the problem. It's showing us it's going to the index number 3. So that's the problem over there. Okay, so what we need to do is if the song index is greater than, this is not triggering. If the song index is greater than all songs dot length okay, the problem is we have length, it is supposed to be length -1 because the total length is 3 only. If you're having 3, index number will always start from 0, 1 to 0, 1 and 2, but the total length will always shows as a 3 only. So there is no possible for your song index to get the count as 3. So 3, that's the conflict. Okay, that's the issue over here. The length will always be 3, but the index number will be 2. So it couldn't find out the mistake. So you have to reduce the length 1. So now if I refresh this, if I click this, now the song index is 2. And now if I click this is supposed to go to, it's working fine. It's console.log the song index and the all song dot length -1. Save the changes. Let's click here, click next. Extract, it's not printing. So okay, so let me copy this, cut it, and I'll paste it outside. Okay, so now let's go to the previous track, come back here, and we are getting 0 and 2, right? You can see that it's showing 0 and 2. And now if I click this one more time, you can see it's showing 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2. If I click this one more time, it's showing 2 and 2. See, this is the problem. So we have to fix the solutions for this. All right, so we need to figure it out what exactly the mistake is over here. So according to the logic, we have returned as the all songs dot length song index. Maybe what we can do is we can check all songs dot. We'll try to get that song index. Okay, we'll try to get that. If that index is there, no, it will, of course it will work. The song index is greater than all songs dot length it should be fine. Okay, it is fine now. So let's go ahead and refresh it. So okay, so I hope this logic is working fine. So when you click here, it's playing the next song. When you're moving back, it's working. You can move back and forward. So everything over here, it's just exactly working as the same way it's supposed to be. Okay, so all I have to do is just to create one more button over here to close that music player. Let's go ahead and create that one. So right after this one, I'm just going to say I will close, and I can call on click. I can call close player. I can copy this where it is playing. Where is that? Here it is. I'll copy this, and right after this method I can say const close player, open it, save the changes, and this is going to be false. So now you have this button. Now when you click that, it will be closed. Okay, so this is all about our full stack music player application. So we successfully created the users panel where you can see all the users. Let's go to the home. This is, and here you can go to the dashboard and you have this user panel, and if you click this users, you can see all the users. If you click the songs, you can see all the songs, and if you click this add button, you can add all the new songs and all those things. If you click artist, you can see the artist informations, and as the same way you can see the album informations also. All right, so if you want to display the songs in a different way, if you want to display the songs the way how we displayed over here, just you have to copy the same code what I written over here and paste it in the home screen. So you will get the exact same design what we created over here. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all, and sorry for the delay for uploading this complete project, and I will see you all in the next session. Okay, bye bye, take care.